Yeah, I've always wanted to have deck lights that, you know, were solar powered, and basically string up a whole pile of them so that my deck would be lit at night. And they just were too expensive. But I went into a store the last day, and this is an older one, but I got a whole set of these for about $12 plus tax. I got 6 of these, so I bought 2 sets, which is 12 of these lights. This is an older one, I'm just showing you what I did. So basically, I didn't use the stem at all, and mine's black down here, the stem, which I'm going to show you later. So basically this is what I have, and this is what I started using. Now you twist off the cap, and inside here is your battery holder for your rechargeables. And when your lights go out, you can actually change them and put new ones in if you want. Anyway, there's the screw-in clasp, so I went to the opposite side of the screw-in clasp. I drilled here. So you just need a drill and a very small drill in it, and high speed because it's plastic. And you just go along the edge here and you drill. Can you see this? No. I just drilled 2 holes in the side here. I'll stand up and show you this. Can you see that? There we go. One on this side and one exactly on the other side of that. Right through where the glass lens is. So now you have 2 holes on either side of this cap, right? So now you take either fishing line. If you don't have it, you can use a little light string. You have to drill the holes to fit whatever the string's going to be. I use fishing filament. So I'll take a strip of this. Here we go. Put it through the hole. Can you see this? Put the lights on a bit better there. Putting it through the hole. Right, there we go. Everything's a little, there we go. And then just tie it off. I took the scissors. I cut them all a certain length, strapped them around like this, and just get anything you like that's a certain length and put it in between here. It can be anything. Like I could use a tape roll even to say I want it this high. Right, so you have the same hit. Best is a bit of cardboard and just turn it up like this and get all the same length. Cut a little extra for your knot. See how simple this is? Tie it in the other side. Oh, it's hard to tie. So I stood the cardboard up like this. Then I can tie the knot around. I had to do it in my lap. I'm going to try to show you without doing that. See, there we go. Now it's got the first knot, it's pretty set. Do the second knot. A little bit harder when you have to do it in front of the camera. Right, now you're going to have them all, it's topped because the bottom isn't on it. Now you're going to have, see, now you're going to have them all the same length when you use the same cardboard. And I just cut the ends. And basically put the light back on, and you have a hanging halogen light. Now I went and put them up and tested them out. I'm still got to cut off the bottom here. Now to hang them up, I had old, the silver speaker wires. I had a big roll of it laying around, and it was about 10 feet long, 12 feet long. And I took the wire and I split it. See the way that you have this split? So this is actually a power wire, but it was speaker wire. It's a little bit thinner. I wish it was black, but it wasn't. It was silver. And you pulled it all the way down the 12 feet. So, I have wire to hang it on. So I just one side. I don't need double for these because they're so light. And so I took this and I pulled it right down apart by just pulling both ends. Pulled the whole 12 feet apart. And it's my hanging wire. Yeah, at the moment I have this hanging off the bar inside the drain, and well, the sun's in my eyes, so we'll go this way. Here is the light, and this stem is going to be cut off in the end. It's just plastic. Use a little hacksaw. It runs over across my yard, and there's a little, I had to go up from the fence about a foot with the steel post, and I have another strand down here which we'll walk over to slowly, and in underneath this is a hook, right, and then the strand goes across again, second strand of 6. See them all hanging, and oh, I tripped. Lovely. In here is a pipe that I've fixed onto this fence again. It just goes a foot and a bit above, and then a hole and a knot in the wire. Can you see that? Yeah, a hole and a knot in the back of the wire so it doesn't come out. As you can see, they're all hanging. And I hung them up and I didn't cut these stems because I didn't know whether they'd work, and test them a night or two and see if I really liked them. And then if I didn't like them, I could put them back on the stands and put them back in the garden and reuse them. But I put them up, and the first night they were very dim, so I was like, well, this is going to work. But actually, over the sunny day here, they recharged, and they kind of give the whole area just kind of a glow at night, so you can see. You need a table lamp still, or a table light. But otherwise, they give a lovely glow to the garden. It's not over bright. It's very comfortable lighting. So I'm going to leave them there for quite a while, and I'm going to cut these stems off now and make them look proper. Yeah, so I've got to cut off each one of these stems. So what I'm just going to do is unclip, take it down, take this and cut off the stem. Yeah, just to help people that haven't done hacksawing much, when you take the hacksaw, lay the blade right up against the flat of the surface here, right up against it, so that you get a good cut and you don't have too much to clean off. Now what you want to do is saw real tight to that flat surface, pressing against that flat surface, so you get a nice clean saw, and when you feel the saw go through, you turn. Keep pushing. So I'm pushing the saw against the flat and sawing at the same time and turning the light to minimize the cleanup afterwards on the flat. So you can see here, I'll try to get a light there. There we go. How little I have to clean up now. I mean, you can literally take a file here. I mean, if you weren't too fussy about it, you could do that. And it'd be nearly, when it's hanging upside down, it's not going to be clean enough. I'm taking a Dremel and doing it, so I'll just show you me using the Dremel. I got a little rotary here, very lightly. A little in and out, so it's professional. Little hole in the bottom is for air so that the light doesn't fog up. That's pretty good. I mean, don't get too fussy. Don't get too fussy about it, Couple of days will pass and you go, hey, that wasn't so bad. And there you have it, hanging lights. Keep going. I got another 10 to do. So, because I don't like this silver screw on the bottom showing here in the daytime, I'm just going to take a little bit of flat black in a one of those model paint flat blacks, and I'm just going to paint that out quickly. Yeah, very simple. So it doesn't show in the daytime. We don't have that. So we don't have that sparkle look on the bottom of the light. So I'm going to do all 12 with that. And as you can see, I've taken off all the stems of all the lights. Yeah, so in like 5 minutes, so in about 5 minutes, I painted all the little screws out, and they're hanging here drying. The fishing line's a little light, you know. You might want to use string or baling wire to hook them up. I do like the look of the fishing line, and as long as you don't pull them or anything, they seem to be holding well. I'm not too sure whether that should have been black as well. I'm debating that. If I find a wire somewhere, I will change it. This was basically from old speakers and was laying around in the garage. There isn't much more to say. So string or baling wire here, and they're fairly light. There isn't too much of a load on the wire, so you can hang it fairly easy off a drain and something else like an umbrella. So there you go. The reason I took these lights and did them was most times when I go to buy these hanging lights, they're cheap and they're very, very just small. So I wanted something that looked really nice and gave my yard kind of a little bit of a Mardi Gras, but not too gaudy look. So there you go.